struggling and furious. Behind the scenes in Montecito, things are really beginning to fall apart, and with obvious reason when you think about it, because after this particular splash by the much esteemed Hollywood Bible that is the Hollywood Reporter, well, Meghan's not taking these things very nicely. In fact, not too nicely at all. She thinks this is sort of, well, how can we put it, sexist, and more importantly, well, she's looking for someone to blame. I wonder who that could be. Let me explain. Morning, good to see you. Thank you so much as ever for your time today, and as ever, thank you for joining me. Welcome one and all brand new subscribers. And if you get the chance, do have a look at some of the other videos that I post out there, including, of course, our favourite Larry, the Downing Street cat. Oh, it's deplorable what's happening to him. The world should stop spinning on its axis while we discuss Larry. I think, it's terrible, isn't it, though? But it's a classic scenario with people in power. They sort of try and use cats, don't they? I don't know if you saw the picture of Sir Keir Starmer with the new cat Prince, but it kind of reminded me of Austin Powers, Mike Myers' film. Very strange. People were talking about Bond. I instantly saw Austin Powers. It doesn't really endear you because you can tell whether people are animal lovers or not, can't you? It just oozes through, yes. A little bit like, of course, our favourite X2 royals. Use that term loosely. That is, of course, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Prince Harry escaped to go to the Kevin Costner event alone, and that really gave him some positive press. But behind the scenes, let me tell you, not everything, once again, is hunky-dory. This is because Harry felt, or the team felt, that they would have got, front page news type of thing. And they're realising, in fact, even on the digital platforms, it's slipping down. And this is all really to do with the negativity surrounding the brand that is Meghan and Harry, and exactly what they've done over the last few years, which to many people is zilch. Flop podcast and a so-so sort of doco series, and now threatening a cookery show and a polo show. But it's interesting to see, you see, because behind the scenes of that particular Hollywood spectacular that literally did lay the bones bare, you couldn't blame this now on the British media. There's lots of speculation regarding where the idea came from and who decided. I know 100% it came from the Hollywood Reporter, simply because they were tipped off by a former employee and a current employee. Check that out with the editor, it's all there. So whatever people want to spin it, that's the deal. They just kind of thought, well, okay, this is a good story, and they know they're going to get headlines. And also, the bottom line is now Meghan is furious, simply because it's all centered upon her. Yes, the title is Why Are Hollywood Quitting on Harry and Meghan, but predominantly it's all about her, in a very much, as I said to you the other day, Joan Crawford, Betty Davis style caricature. She believes that, well, they're a duo, they're a twosome, it's Archwell, their company. Why is it always the woman that gets the blame? Now, a working source who's a freelancer there tells me that Harry allegedly is going through a very difficult time behind the scenes, because he's trying to placate a woman who basically says, I'm always the one getting the blame. I'm never, it's never about us as a duo. Seemingly when the press is good, Harry can, diddly squat. But when it's bad, Meghan wants him included in that. Now, as we saw, as I said, with the Kevin Costner piece, what's been fascinating about that is it's been largely positive, seemingly because, they don't necessarily see anything bad in what he's been doing. People are a bit stunned that he turned up with no socks on, but this is a new freewheeling hippie style Harry. You get the picture. Moving forward, as I said, behind the scenes, Meghan is, well, everything from explosive to struggling to bursting into tears. But as that working source told me, Meghan can turn on the tears like a tap. And it worked for many years with Prince Harry, and he literally does not like to see people crying. It's one of those pet hate things, he can't abide it. But even he now is becoming less and less impressed by the frequency of how he's having to pick up the pieces. By, well, whatever situation you may think, even his eyes are beginning to open slowly as to what's going on to the brand that he was told was going to make them financially independent, loved, and more importantly, free. Sean in the very heart of London.